I'm here with Mark Cuban. Mark, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me on, Brooke.
Yes, I know you spoke at the Venture Atlanta conference a few years back. Times have obviously changed since then, given the pandemic and the effects it's had on the economy and the financial markets. What's your advice for early stage startups that are actively seeking funding during these times?
I mean, for early stage startups, you hate to say this in the middle of a pandemic, but there's no better time to start a business. The reality is your potential competitors that are already in business are facing challenges, trying to figure out what to do and how to do things. And so it's a unique time, and a unique opportunity. Angel investors, seed investors, A-list, A-level, A-seed investors, all are still investing and looking for deals, but we're looking for things that kind of change the game, right? Not looking for more of the same. We don't want to invest in a restaurant, unless you have something figured out that uniquely you have a unique opportunity to do things different than any restaurant has ever done it before. And it's the same with tech, right? What are you doing that takes advantage of the fact that we're in quarantine, the fact that we work from home more? What is it about your company that's different and is going to change the game? Because one thing every investor knows is that 20 years from now, we're going to look back and realize that the pandemic of 2020 created some incredible world-class companies. And that's what we're looking for.
Yep. No, that lends me to my next question, which is, I recently read that some of the best venture-backed businesses like Microsoft, Uber, Airbnb were founded and funded in recessionary times. So what's your advice for VCs who are, trying to invest responsibly right now?
Look for something different. I always look for ideas that make me say, why didn't I think of that? Something that just smacks you across the face and goes, oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. We definitely need this. And that's what I look for. The hard thing to do is not to get caught in your old habits. This is how I've always done things. This is what I've always looked for. Those days are gone because we're in a new world. And, some people may argue that, we're going to get back to normal after a vaccine, but I think we've learned too much. I think we've, evolved too much. And so, look for things that change the game because, again, this is just a unique opportunity to create a world-class company.
Yeah. Kind of goes to my next question, which is, I've heard you mention America 2.0 in past interviews and how this pandemic will help inspire a new vision for the future. What types of startups do you foresee coming out of this even stronger than before?
That's a great question, Brooke. I'm not sure. I've invested in different things here recently. Sleep, companies that help people sleep because everybody's so stressed. Right. They're looking for ways to relax. Fitness companies. One of my Shark Tank companies, a company called Bala, that more people are working out at home because they're afraid to go to the gym. So there's fitness companies that I've been working with. And from a tech perspective, I'm always looking for things related to voice, like Alexa, ways you can work hands-free in the office, virtual reality, ways to work hands-free at work and to learn things. Artificial intelligence obviously is going to be big. And actually robotics is something that I've really probably invested the most in recently, simply because, of all the uncertainty in putting people in close quarters, and who knows when that's going to change. Robots can take over some of that functionality and make companies more efficient and do things they might not have otherwise been able to do before. And then they also have something called cobots, which are robots that work side by side with people, that also have been a big opportunity. So those are the kind of things I'm looking at.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, and I cannot let you go without asking about your Mavs. You'll have a big playoff game tonight.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yes, we'll be rooting them on. How's life in the bubble been?
Yeah, I actually was in the Shark Tank bubble.
That's right, yes.
I'm not going to go down to the Mavs for a couple of days.
You haven't been down there at all?
What's that?
You haven't been down there at all?
Not yet, not to Orlando, but I'm talking to the guys, and the bubble, our Shark Tank bubble was even stricter than the NBA bubble. Literally, for Shark Tank and the NBA, there's like signs where you can and can't walk, arrows and on which side of the hallways to walk. I mean, it's crazy how restricted everybody is, but that's the right thing to do. There's just so much at stake for everybody, all the employees, all the staff, and the players. That people really recognize that you have to be careful. And the good news is we haven't had any positives at all with the NBA, and we get to start the playoffs tonight. And Go Mavs. That's all I can say. Go Mavs.
Yep, we'll be watching. So that's, I know
Appreciate
we're
it,
excited
Brooke.
about the new Shark Tank episodes. The Gothards, that's what we've been watching in quarantine. So
Good, good, good. Coming in September, all brand new episodes. It's going to be amazing.
awesome. Well, thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Brooke. Give my best to your families.